Hello and welcome to Small Talk, where we have a chat with an English speaker living here in Catalonia. And this week, it's a great pleasure to welcome Michelle Barrios to the studio. Hi, Michelle.
Hi, how you doing?
Good, thank you very much. Thanks for coming along. Now, you're a visual designer and you're the founder of Barcelona Roller Dance.
Yes.
We'll come to that in a minute, what you do. But first of all, let's just start by talking a little bit about your origins. Where are you from originally?
I am from Panama, and I've been all my life there, and until I decided, I would like to see something different. So this is why I decided to live as a curious person. That I've been, my education and everything has been in Panama.
Okay, and you came directly from Panama to Barcelona?
No, I went to Madrid. And then I went to Madrid and I was like, okay, I have to look for something to do because I was doing many things in Panama. And then I said, I have to go study, but then do other things. So I was looking for a master's degree related to my career.
Okay.
And this is why I was thinking about going to the USA because everybody thinks, okay, let's go to the USA from Latin America, you know. And then somebody said, hey, why not Spain? I said, yes, I haven't crossed the ocean. So I think it's the time to go and experiment something different. So this is why I went to Madrid. And then after 6 years, I decided to move to Barcelona.
So you studied in Madrid?
I studied, I wanted to study a master's degree for a year, and I was there all excited. And unfortunately, I had a bad start in Spain because that was like, how do you say this? It wasn't what they were selling.
Ah, okay.
You know?
You mean the course?
The course, it wasn't like a master degree. It was just a simple course with the name master.
Okay.
So that was the start in Spain.
I think that happens quite a lot.
Yeah, that was a bad thing that happened to me, and I had to deal with lawyers and all this. That was a bad start.
Okay.
But, you know, life is like this, and then I don't know, I stayed. And
but you still stayed for 6 years?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Yeah, that was just arrived. I was... That happened the same year, so it was kind of hard for me because I was very enthusiastic about the idea of improving my professional level and all this in Europe, you know.
Right.
But you know, things happen, life just passes by, and you are just going with the flow. And
these things make you stronger, Michelle.
Yeah,
apparently.
Yeah, that's definitely. I am a stronger person with all these things that we learn.
So you were in Madrid for 6 years, but you've been here for 10?
Well, I've been in total for 16.
Yeah.
So, so I was there, and I was, at the end I was doing, for example, I was looking for doing my paper stuff, my citizenship, all these type of things. And it was, at that moment, it was easier and faster. So it was good for me because I was ready to continue life here in Spain. And then when I was, I didn't have any job right now at that moment in Madrid. I said, well, I think it's the moment to move to the city that inspires me because I was coming all the time to Barcelona for a design conference.
Okay.
And I used to come here for a weekend or 4 days. And last time the last time I visited Barcelona for this event, I brought my roller skates just to try the city, and I really liked it. It was like
it's become a great place to roller skate, I imagine, just because I've seen it develop over the last 20 years.
Yeah.
I imagine it's now, you know, one of the better places to go.
Yeah.
But I always ask people who've lived in both places, how would you compare Madrid and Barcelona?
I always say that it's not really comparable because for me, they're completely different cities.
Yeah.
Like Barcelona is smaller, it's more like, well, the beach makes the city different also. And Madrid is more, I don't know, monumental, or it's a big city, it's bigger.
Yeah.
Also, it's, I don't know, it's a nice city, it's the rhythm is nice. But for me, for my personality, I like more Barcelona, but that depends on each one. Also, people were saying, oh, but the Catalans are too close-minded or whatever, or the things that always people say.
They do say that, don't they?
I don't like when people say this type of things. Like, it depends on you, it depends on your circle, it depends on what you're looking for. I was looking for my own, like, if I can imagine myself alone in a city that I like if I am inspired with no people, this is what I'm going to do. Then the friends and the people will just come, you know, like I'm not looking for places just because of looking for type of people.
Right.
I'm looking for inspiration on my own, and then the rest will come.
Okay.
This is what I think.
Now, you're going to have to excuse my ignorance, but what's the official language of Panama?
It's Spanish.
Spanish, right?
Yeah.
So how come your
Spanish.
English is so good?
Well, I was in a bilingual school in primary school. It was in primary.
In Panama?
In Panama. So we had from kindergarten, we have kindergarten with 5 years old, and then 6 years of primary school.
Is that American teachers coming into Panama, or is that local people?
Well, it's different there because the teachers, they're not especially Americans or anything. They can be Panamanians,
okay,
but the English level is good. It's not like here sometimes, because I don't have any kids, so I don't know, but I've had experiences from friends of mine that the kids sometimes they go to school and the teacher, they don't know how to speak English properly, but they teach anyway. So I'm like, what? That's impossible. In Panama, you don't have to ask for, I forgot the word. When they are looking for someone from England,
a native speaker,
they don't need native people to teach, because if they teach English, it's because they speak well.
Well, this is the point. They speak it well.
Yeah.
Whereas here, it's about knowledge. And so people get a job teaching English based on their great knowledge of English, but actually ability with the language is not the same thing at all.
So I've seen, I remember one of my neighbors, a little girl, 12 years old in Madrid, she was like, can you help me do a homework, please? And I was like, yeah, of course. And she was reading a phrase, very simple, like she is in the park, but she was reading it like, she is in the park.
Right.
And I was like, why are you pronouncing like this? Yeah. Because you are afraid of me, or you are embarrassed or something?
Because no one's taught her to pronounce properly. Exactly.
And she was like, I knew it. I knew that I was right. So these type of things. But in Panama, we had, well, in this school, it was a very good school. It was a bilingual. And then I changed to another one. It was like a Spanish school, Agustiniano, San Agustin.
Yeah.
And they were more interested into science, and you know, the English was one simple subject, and at least I had my primary school level, so I could keep the level more or less.
Well, it certainly seems to have worked, if to judge by your English. So.
Yeah, I would like to have the opportunity to live in an English-speaking country, because I haven't had this opportunity. So I have a lot of friends that speak English here, and I speak with them, and also my husband is American, but we speak in Spanish.
Oh, do you? Okay.
Yeah.
So how come he speaks Spanish?
Well, he was here for a long time also, like in Europe, in Germany also. Right. So he speaks German better than Spanish.
Right. Right.
Oops.
Oh, no.
Well, he studied German, so he speaks good German.
Okay.
And that helps for the pronunciation of Spanish, I think. It's not the typical American English pronunciation when they're speaking Spanish, you know.
Right. Yeah.
So, yeah, we speak in Spanish now. We met in English, and for some reason now we can switch to English.
Well, that's quite unusual, isn't it, actually, that you actually changed anyway?
Yeah, we changed. So we speak English when we are with English-speaking friends.
Yeah, sure.
But then we switch to Spanish when we are talking between us.
Okay.
So, I don't know.
Okay, now you're, apart from the roller dance, which we'll talk about in a second, you're a visual designer.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Well, I'm a graphic designer. It's visual communication design is for me more, well, it covers more. It's all about the visual, not just a logo or a branding for a business, but also the communication of the brand for different, it could be for an event or, well, all the image of the brand and how the brand communicates to the clients or to the public. So for me,
I think we've just seen your website here. Is that right?
Ah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, with my logos and.
So you design logos?
Yeah. We design, for example, if you are opening a business and you need to look professional and you need a logo first of all. Well, you need the name, because naming is also a whole process. Yeah. Name and the tagline and then the logo and then the presence, the whole presence, like a website and the business card, things that you need, and all these applications.
But you do all of that, or you just do the visuals?
No, all of that.
That's whole process?
All the process is the branding campaign is all this. Like, for example, we're looking now at this business, a French business, and they needed like the logo, and then they needed this truck.
Yeah.
So everything has to be in the same line, the same graphic style, and then it looks professional. This is the result of the design.
Oh, there's the real truck.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
So it's important for if you want to sell yourself as a professional business, this is necessary. This is something that you need to do. So I was always working in advertising agencies.
Yes. So
in advertising agencies, you have big brands, big clients, and you get a lot of experience from that. I ended up working here in an international agency managed by Germans and English people, and we were working for a big car brand here. So, and with cars, you learn a lot also. It's a lot of quality, high-level graphics and images, so it's interesting. I really like my job.
Well, you've done a lot of other jobs as well, haven't you, to bring you to where you are? You know. I think we've mentioned a few on the screen: a graphic designer, a dancer as well, advertising model. Also, you've hosted at fairs and trade fairs and things like that. Right?
Yeah. When I was in Panama, I was working in advertising agencies. So I studied graphic design. I went straight to advertising agencies. And the first opportunity that I had, it was because I was modeling for a Bacardi Breezer campaign in like the 80s, the 90s, I remember.
Oh, yeah.
That was a nice spot. We were filming for 4 days, and then I asked the creative director, hey, I'm studying graphic design and I would like to go to the agency. So that was the start of my opportunity to be in an advertising agency. I was just checking on the whole process, and then I went to work with them. And in the meantime that I was working there, I was dancing for big events with a big group there. And
when did roller dance come into your life?
Well, I was roller skating in Panama.
Okay.
When I was a little girl, I was, I think, 11, 12 years old or 13. And I was going to a rink all the time. Like, every weekend I was going there. And I don't have any pictures right now, but I have a diary. And in the diary, I was just talking about that. I was like, oh, my life was just talking about this. It's amazing. So then it closed, and then I didn't have any place to go. And then my skates were stolen.
Oh, right.
So I was like, well, that's it. And then I forgot about it for many years.
This is when you were like a teenager?
Yeah. But then when I decided to move to Spain, a friend of mine in Madrid, he was like, guess what? I bought a pair of roller skates. I was like, really? I would like to buy the same. Like, where did you go? And then I bought my skates, and I started skating with the people there. And this is where I went back to skating. And I wasn't dancing at that time. Then I moved to Barcelona in 2006. And I was always going to the skate routes. Every Friday they do that, the association.
That in Madrid or in Barcelona?
In Barcelona, in Barcelona. And then there was one of the guys at the route, he was always with music, and I was always dancing. But the dance that I'm doing right now, like the moves, it's not the same as, like, there are specific moves that I learned now. So I was, when I was in Panama, I was with the music also, but I was more like on the rink, dancing, you know, moving like skating.
Yeah.
Skating to the rhythm. Now we do like moves and choreographies and this type of thing. So it's kind of a little bit different.
Okay.
So I started to dance on skates when I was here in Barcelona, like dancing, doing this type of moves. And
well, the first time I think I saw it was in New York, in what's it called, the park?
Central Park.
Central Park, yeah.
Yeah.
And I was walking through Central Park when I was a young man, like in my 20s, and I saw all these people dancing on roller skates. What the hell's going on?
This is one of my inspirations.
To watch.
It's amazing. You stay there, you can stay there for the whole, hours, because people stay there. It's amazing to see that. I was there once. This is one of my inspirations to create what I created then in Barcelona.
So this didn't exist in Barcelona.
No,
in that sense, in that way.
No, in that way, no.
What you said? There was a route. There's a route that people skated. That wasn't dancing. That was just skating.
This is just skating, and this is what most of the people they do. They just if you enjoy skating, you enjoy to do that. Of course, you don't have to dance or anything, but the skating around is pleasure also, especially in Barcelona. But it's just skating around.
So you started doing that? You joined that as a group, or
well,
when you first got here? Or?
There was a place here in the road on the way to Castelldefels. There was a place that was like a space where they have different things for roller skating, and there was like a rink, and there's a video of that is amazing to see. It's like, wow, they had this scene in this place many years ago. I think there were a lot of international people coming because they are in the video, and these are the dancers, because I think that locally there wasn't so much dancing. So right now, what I wanted to create was the same vibe as Central Park, or the same vibe as Venice Beach in the 70s.
Of course, right,
because, you know, Venice Beach is more like related because it's like
the
pond,
and all the. Yeah.
So what happened in the 70s in Venice Beach was so amazing. It was like the city of roller skates of the world. And I was like, we have a lot of spaces in Barcelona. We should do it here.
So how did you go about it? How did you start that?
Well, I remember that I found a guy. I met a French guy around skating. Oh, you have the same skates, you know. And then he was like, I would like to do these parties, these things that. And I said, I would like to do it also, so we can do it together or something. So then he called me, hey, we're gonna start now. And then we started with this project. There was a big space in San Adrià, and that was a roller disco BCN, was a project to do this type of parties. And then after, I think, 1 year, then I decided to open my own organization. I was doing the social media, the flyers, this type related to my design, right?
So there was like roller skate parties?
Yeah.
Right.
But the floor wasn't good. The floor, it was...
the surface, you mean?
The surface wasn't smooth. We need flat and smooth.
Yeah.
And the vibe and the energy was nice, and the music was cool, but the floor wasn't good.
Okay.
So the surface. So at the end, for different changes, and then I decided to open my organization, BCN Roller Dance, to promote dancing on roller skates using images from other cities, like, for example, from Central Park in New York, or Venice Beach, or London, because in London, in Hyde Park, they have the same.
Do it, do
yeah.
Okay.
So I was putting all these things to inspire local people to see that this is cool and that we can do it here. Mm-hmm. And we were 2 people at the start. My friend, he has an iPod sound system, so we were dancing with that, and then we moved to another place that is more visible. I was always thinking, I think people have to see us, so they can be interested. And then slowly, with the social media, the posts and the videos and the images, and being there, we have a small scene in Barcelona that is inspiring other people from other cities now. So that's cool.
And do you now have a group? I mean, BCN Roller Dance. That's a group of people who are like members, or they just come together randomly, or when you have an event, or how does that work?
This is just this is a brand that I created and a platform using Facebook and Google Plus and all the social media networks.
Yeah.
So it was like a platform to promote that. So then I just registered the brand. So it's a registered brand.
Yeah.
And then after putting content on this nice area, because we always dance, we have a spot now. It's like our official spot.
So where's that?
It's in the W Hotel beach area.
Okay.
So we are not in the middle of the traffic of the people, but so we always go there. Every Sunday we go there. And now we have like our home there. Mm. And now it's cool because nobody says anything, even the police. Everybody knows us. They know that we're not asking for money or anything. We're just enjoying ourselves.
Just skating.
And we have the music there. They like it. Everybody likes it. So it's very cool. The surface is not good, but for some reason, this is like our place, our home. And it's complicated because, for example, I would like to move that spot to another place where the floor is better, and it's impossible. You can't. Now everybody loves that place. Home. Yeah.
Well, I was showing my son, my 13-year-old son, a video of you, of people in Barcelona, and he said, I've been there with my skateboard. So I'm presuming that was a different place. Like, do you also have been to places like, what do you call those places? Skate parks?
Yeah. Well, I would like to do more skate park tricks, and I really like that. And the floor of the skate park, this is the floor, the surface that we need, like very smooth.
Totally smooth.
And yeah, we have a group. They are going to, well, I haven't gone because I'm busy now, but I haven't gone, and I would like to go more often to skate parks and to learn and to learn tricks. But we need a flat and smooth surface to dance. And we need, for example, in the skates, oh, shame I didn't bring skates. But if you have more space on the top, on the front of on the toes, right?
Yeah, the toes, yeah.
Okay. You need, if we have more space there, then it's easier for us to
dance.
To dance.
So to do the movement.
Because it's more or less everything is like on the toes. And you need this type of balance, you know, like toes and heels.
Okay.
But we need a very, very flat and smooth area. So we can do, it's nicer to dance like this.
Sure.
It goes with more flow. So
your group, BCN Roller Dance, they get together every Sunday?
Yeah, and I have to explain something to clarify. Like the organization or the platform that I created to promote this, it turned out to be like the community. It's like the community that we meet and we dance there. And then it's like a talent agency, because we get hired for private events to dance on skates. We have danced in Mobile World Congress, for example, or this type of big events that they need like an animation, entertainment, things like that. A different one, a fresh one. And then also we get contact from agencies, from international agencies. We are few people in the world that dance on skates, not many people.
How many people turn up on a Sunday?
Well, 10 people.
Okay.
It could be. Then also we are organizing events. Like we have like community, talent agency, events agency.
Right.
Let's say school, even though we don't have a school, but we teach. So kind of we cover that more or less. And then like a store, that's the objective, to have store and to sell skate.
Well, yeah, now you need to tell us about the festival. So there's the Skate Music Festival coming up, Skate Love Barcelona 2016. It's the second one, because you did it last year, right?
Yeah, so this is one of the results of the work with promoting events. So this is like the start of the international meetups that we started in 2012.
Okay.
So because of these contents, people were like, oh, I would like to go to Barcelona to join these people. So that was the start in 2012 with like around 20 people, then like 100 people next year, and then like 400 people. And then we decided to do a festival last year. And this year is the second edition. And the festival, we changed the location. We were improving and moving and trying to look for the best.
So where is it this year?
This is in Badalona. Well, it's from Friday 16 to Sunday 18 of September.
Right.
So it starts the opening party in Catwalk. And then Saturday the whole day and Sunday the whole day in Badalona Promenade. Beach Promenade. Yeah. It's like in front of the Playa dels Pescadores.
Okay.
So that's the area. And then we have like workshops the whole day, DJs, skate DJs, because they are skaters also.
Okay, that's what you mean by skate DJs.
And then...
is there a specific music that goes better with skating, or is it just disco music, or...?
No, it's not disco. Huh?
Not disco.
Everybody thinks that it's disco,
I was guessing.
Yeah. No, we dance hip-hop, R&B, funk. I like also rock and roll, even though I think people think, okay, she's funky because she has like afro or anything, but I like rock and roll. I was dancing more like indie rock or pop rock in Panama when I was at that rink. Okay. But yeah, it's music from nowadays or modern music. It's more or less like what I said, funky, rhythm and blues, or the danceable music.
Right. But it's not just one type of music then, it's...
No, not really.
Across lots of genres of music.
Well, of course, we don't dance like flamenco, for example. We don't dance salsa. Like there are people that they want to try new things and they can do it.
Right, okay.
But in general, it's more, it could be house, funk, this type of music.
But some colleagues of yours were picked out to do a music video with with somebody, and I've forgotten the name now.
Yeah.
I was told before, but I've forgotten. Who is it?
Paula Rojo.
Paula Rojo.
She's one of the singers here in I think, in Spain, and she wanted to do a video with skaters. So there's 3 girls in a road, and they are...
Is that it? Have we got it? Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, so this is...
so these are the people you dance with?
Yeah. They contacted me to look for the dancers, the skaters for this video. And then, this is one of the jobs that we can get, for example, as a talent agency.
That doesn't look like a very good surface to skate on either, or is that, am I right? Or?
Not really. You have to pretend, you know.
It looks a bit like a dirt track. It must be quite difficult to skate on.
The surface wasn't so smooth.
No, I can imagine.
But you have to act like it's very smooth.
Right, exactly.
You know, this is when you do a video.
When you're a professional.
Yeah.
Okay. So this festival, as you said, will have workshops.
Yeah, it starts, as I said, on Friday with the opening party. It's from 8 to 10.
Do you sell tickets? Is it?
Yeah. We have also a website. It's skatelovebarcelona.com.
Right.
That's the name of the festival. And then we're selling tickets until I think on Thursday or Friday. And then the opening party at Catwalk with an amazing international environment, like the best of the world, because there are many people from different parts of the world. It could be from, I think this year we have from India, from Australia, from the USA, from England, from France, from Switzerland, from Norway, well, many, many countries. And
you have a big name choreographer this year, is that right?
Also, yeah, thanks for
I just remembered.
Yeah. Well, there's a choreographer that is a roller skate choreographer, and he's doing, presenting his reel. And suddenly we got in touch, and he loved what I was doing. I loved what he was doing, and we decided to do this workshop as an opportunity for people to get more interesting projects related to roller skates.
Right. What's his
name? Michael Byrne.
Michael Byrne. Where's he from?
He's from, I don't know, he's from England, but he's living in Berlin, but he's like based in both cities.
Right.
And now he's doing this workshop, 4-hour workshop, and we are really excited about that because I think it's the first time that we have this opportunity. It's like an audition casting workshop as the movies, you know? Like,
yeah.
So we received a lot of interest for this workshop. It's a shame that in Barcelona it's difficult to find a place for wheels, because when you say wheels, they're like, it will be all destroyed or something. And I'm like, no, special wheels, special stoppers, but at the end, I'm happy that we have a dance studio. It's Luthier Danza. That will be the dance studio.
Right. And
with wooden floor and everything. So mirrors, that will be nice. So this is part of this is like an extra activity or event related to Skate Love Barcelona Festival.
Okay, so people can buy tickets to come along to that, and they can take part in the workshops?
Yeah, if you buy a ticket, you have the opportunity to take part of the workshops, but the workshops has been flying away.
All right.
Yeah, so the interest that the people are showing for the workshops are, we weren't expecting that.
Right.
I think at the end I thought, well, at the beginning when we were starting the festival, we were more or less all the people that are dancing, and the people that are not dancers or can't dance or they don't know how or whatever, they were like, wow, I would like to do that. So we needed to put some workshops to teach people how to do different disciplines, how to learn. So now we have that, and people are very interested. There are people that they just go for the workshops. So that is growing itself.
Right.
So the proposal itself, the proposal of everything, is very unique. And unfortunately, we're not counting on any support right now. So we are just working with the ticket sales.
Right.
So it's crazy.
So you could do with some funding.
Yeah, we did an Indigo, a crowdfunding campaign that helped, because we needed people to buy in advance so we will be able to work.
Yeah.
So now we are with this campaign and with the ticket sales and everything, we are making the miracle this year.
Okay, great. Well, that's all we've got time for, Michelle. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you for the invitation.
I wish you all the best with your group, BCM Roller Dance, and with the festival, Skate Music Skate Love Barcelona.
Yeah.
This year, and it's been great to have you on the program. Thanks for coming.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for joining us on Small Talk. We'll see you again on next week's program. Goodbye.